wondering during this time frame, while the liaison is talking about the AEC, if we can have a discussion about, or an accurate discussion on the timeline of what's taken place over the last year with the AEC or lack thereof and the lack of enforcement. Because basically, when I was appointed to this position by the governor of Maryland, Governor Hogan, I looked at it as an extension of law enforcement. You guys do an excellent job. You protect the community from alcohol, and that position hasn't been filled for a year. I like Sergeant Flanor. We've gotten along very well over the years. He is not the AEC. He is a liaison who reports to you what's going on, but he doesn't get the complaints. He's not out there 24/7, or he's not out there 2,080 man hours. You're reactive at this stage, correct? I just want to know if there is an open discussion for this. I'd like to talk about the past year, and we got to ponder why this position has not been filled.
I mean, we've had ongoing discussions with the sheriff's department, and we don't have a date. We don't have any answers yet. We need one so we can do our job the right way. I mean,
And trust me, folks, I pride myself on professionalism. I ensured that we did not make this an issue. But here we are, here you are, 1 year later, and I believe, and I'm sure, I'm hoping that you follow the same lines. Alcohol use and abuse is of a concern to our community. It leads to, we all want to talk about the conversation on opioids. Alcohol leads into that. Where's the enforcement piece at? We get general statements in here, but nothing about simply replacing an officer that should be there and who is assertive and goes out and monitors, again, 170 businesses and serves an entire community of 105,000.
I'm a little surprised at the campaign diatribe that I heard here, but in actuality, I'm not surprised, namely from who it came from. The reality was the leadership over the last year of this board did nothing, because it is the board's responsibility, not the sheriff's, to have an alcohol coordinator. Now, I continue to work with you. I want to work with you. I want to fill that position, but I am not going to dissect the personnel needs of the sheriff's office in public, nor can I, nor will I. Suffice it to say, I continue to be supportive of an alcohol coordinator assigned, but it is personnel dependent. I'm not going to justify personnel moves. I shouldn't, I can't, and I won't. But suffice it to say, that's the update for now, and I look forward to us meeting in a small group and moving forward. In the meantime, we continue to assign personnel to do oversight and enforcement, and we'll continue to do that. I'm glad to answer any questions.
I asked Sergeant Fleener before you came in, we were talking about the one you did in December, and that's 20 of 170, but we continue to see them a couple times a quarter, because that's the only way you're going to do 170 is if...
Yeah, and I understand that. That's a large number. Yeah, we'll continue to commit people to do that. Randomly planned, yes. The answer to that is yes.
Was this position offered or advertised in 2017?
It's been discussed with several people and offered to several people. As you know, we had a retired member of another agency that performed a contract job for us within our agency and tried this and said, it's not for me. It's just,
But has it ever been formally announced as a job vacancy in county government or through the sheriff's department?
I can't tell you yes or no. I think it has been. I think if you look on the county's website now, there are jobs advertised there as either permanent or contract jobs.
Okay, because I think we have, in our budget, we have allocated close to $140,000 for this position. And I don't see that as a contract position.
So what I'm looking for the board to acknowledge that it is your job, not mine, to fill this position, right? It is not a requirement of the sheriff to furnish this position. I do it because I think it's the right thing for both of us. So again, my frustration after the last meeting, I heard nothing. So it is me proposing to have a small group meeting to work on strategy.
We didn't get the
I was hoping for that last time. Again, I'm willing to do whatever I can do.
Did
to
you
bring
get the letter we sent you?
No, I've received no letter.
You received no letter.
No letter.
She delivered it to your,
I have not
You
gotten a
haven't
letter.
seen it? You haven't seen
No,
it?
no.
Okay. Now, you're saying that it is the board's responsibility on hiring the AEC? Or
I'm not, that's not what
actively
I'm saying.
pursuing,
The alcohol enforcement coordinator, that's by agreement something that the sheriff has supplied, period. I mean,
Right.
the notion that you have someone that is a enforcement coordinator, that, I don't think that falls to me. I think that falls to the board.
okay, but I mean,
But it's gotta be somebody with police powers, and
Right,
that's why it's coming
right.
to the sheriff's
Do you-
department. We're supplying you the money to come up with that position for us.
What I heard during the series of disingenuous commentary was about a year period where it fell to me. I'm trying to fill a lot of positions. This is one.